This is the Fitzy and Whipper with Kate Ritchie podcast.
Do you think people that don't have children that are of the age of us look younger than us? I mean,
Yes,
I suppose what I'm asking is, since Ted turned 10, I looked the other day and I thought, man, you're stripping years off me. You three little buggers at home, you naughty little monkeys, you're stripping years from me. I'm going grey on the sides. Look at my chest, Swanee. Full of grey hair.
Oh, it looks like a silverback,
Silverback
from
gorilla.
Taronga. You know, they get
okay.
they get like that.
Yeah, don't they?
Do you think back to the stages in your parents' lives and compare them to what's coming up for you? I do it all the time. Because I'm 48 now, right? And I think back to when Dad was 48. Dad was still in pretty good nick and sort of looking after himself a bit, but I just remember that period and I try to remember, is that what it's going to be for me? When I was, 15 years of age like Huey is now, what were we like as a family back then?
Really good question.
Quite stressful. It's quite stressful. Mum and Dad were both working and trying to pay off a mortgage that was quite high.
That's the difference. You're semi-retired. So your dad was still working. I mean, you're done at 9 o'clock.
I remember very clearly my mum's 40th birthday.
I remember Dad's, yeah. Thinking this is weird.
And I remember thinking, oh, well, if she dies now, she's had a good innings.
Yeah. 40's good. 40's a good run.
40's,
What, you wanted
40's
the
good.
inheritance then, or is that what you were looking for?
And then I think back, gosh, she was so young. She was 38 or something when my parents split up. Wow. 38. And I remember thinking, God, you're so old.
I have a mate in town at the moment. He's from the US and he is my age, so he's 45. He's the most beautiful looking man I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's single and he has no kids. And his life is whatever he decides to do when he gets up in the morning.
Well, this is a logistical situation. So, there's only a certain amount. This is my theory because I agree with you and I've been thinking about it as well. Money is a finite resource. That's it. Everyone just gets the amount that they get.
Yep.
When you've got kids, you've got to split that.
Yeah.
A long way.
You got to make it work.
Yeah. And you don't have the luxury of relaxing ever. When you don't have to split your money or whatever, you can spend it on yourself. You can have a holiday, you can have a massage.
Treat yourself.
Yeah. And what that does is, incrementally makes you look better.
So he
And the
wants
sleep.
And the sleep.
The
Swanee.
sleep. Yeah.
No, but see, the other good thing, the positive that you got to look at with kids as well, they bring so much responsibility in your life.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you were younger
I
and
was
you
a
were
pig.
partying and
Selfish
you never
pig.
saved any money?
No.
Your 45-year-old mate, do you reckon that he's mature enough that he's saving money on the side? This is the thing. You need responsibility in your life as you get older. You need to mature.
Do you know when you become
Do you have savings, Fitzy?
What? Do you know what I think being a parent teaches you?
Oh, my God.
Or savings. If you're a parent, you become a master problem solver.
Correct.
Like every minute of the day, you solve a problem, and you
MacGyver. You become MacGyver.
You're MacGyver. If something's wrong, you fix it, and you do that non-stop. Let's get back to the more interesting point about this mate of mine.
Yeah.
He drops into a local hairdresser in Bondi. He walks in there. He's suave looking. Tommy knows him.
Oh, he's so attractive.
Good-looking rooster.
Yeah.
Naturally good-looking rooster. Like the thick, dark hair on him is superb, and the white teeth is a beautiful smile.
And are you in love with him a little bit?
Slightly, yeah. In love and jealous. So he wanders in. He says to the hairdresser, "Make me look handsome." Anyway,
Funny joke.
He sits down for 2 seconds. He looks out the window before the guy starts cutting his hair, and he makes eyes with this girl who's wandering past. They stare at each other for possibly 2 seconds before she wanders into the hairdresser and says, "How long will you be? Because I'd really like to get to know you."
Wow, this is awesome.
And he says, "Well, it shouldn't take too long. If you want to grab a coffee or something, I'll jump out of the chair and we can go for a walk."
This is magical. How wonderful. What a great story.
So she's from overseas as well. He then goes for a walk. They're down at Bondi to Bronte, just wandering along, getting to know each other with his fresh cut.
Yeah.
straight out the salon. And then
Like you just walked out of the salon.
they get to the top, like I'm just painting a picture here, Jess. Have you got some sort of romantic music? They get to the top, sort of a lookout point, sit down
You've got
on a
9-inch
bench.
nails closer.
No,
That's I will not do that to an animal. I will
beautiful.
not do that to you like an animal.
Thank you, Fitzy, and let's save that for later. They sit down on a park bench and just start kissing.
Oh, my God.
Now-
And I was like, I said,
Wow.
next time that happens, ring me. I'm going to come and stand about 20 metres away with a cigarette and a glass of whiskey.
Now, can we now jump back to reality here? Because, I mean, you're in the eastern suburbs. We're talking Bondi. He's a good-looking guy. He's 45. How often would this happen? And you know what? There's Kevin, who's currently playing Grand Theft Auto in Maryland's going, why is this not happening to me?
Is it the cheesels on my fingers?
Yeah, is it my Sydney Swans hoodie?
Oh, my God. Is it the BO? I don't know what it is. 13, 24, 10. Unsolicited approaches.
Yeah, this is impressive.
Like-
See, this could never happen to me because if I'm at the hairdresser, it's never just, I'll just wander in.
Yeah.
I've made an appointment and worked everything around it for 3 weeks. And secondly, I'm too busy in an app called School Bag, spelt with a K, updating the new year levels of my kids' schools.
So you don't have time to wander off hand in hand?
No, sirree.
Oh, my
Bob.
gosh.
Come back to me in 6 weeks. I may have a 10-minute window.
Cody, welcome to the show. Have you been approached on the street before?
Hello, boys and Chrissy.
Hello,
So,
darling.
What's the story, Cody?
I have a dog, a black Labrador. He's very cute. We've actually named him after a Sydney Swans player.
Yeah.
And I was walking him with my partner, and my partner had stopped to pick up the poo, and I stopped out the front of a pub, and a guy ran out of the pub and asked me for a photo of my dog because he loves the Swans and my number.
Oh, wow.
That's
He used the
so
dog to
cool.
get to you. The dog
Cody,
So the dog is hot property.
was buddy.
so Cody, what happened next? Date?
So
Were
then-
you keen?
No, so then my partner rocks up behind me and just, the guy goes, "Oh, mate, I'm so sorry," and just slinks back
legged
into
it.
but said, "Can I still have a photo of your dog?"
Did you
That is
feel
amazing.
Did you feel like the hottest piece ever?
I did feel like I was like to my partner, you know, me and Pap, we could take on the world here without you.
Sure. Maddie, who works on the show, no stranger to the unsolicited approach. Oh. What happened?
How many times has it happened to you, Maddie?
A couple, but most recently, I was walking down the street in my neighbourhood, along Pacific Highway, and this guy came sprinting down the street, like all huffing and puffing. And I turned and he's like, excuse me. I was like, hi. And he goes, oh, I just got to say you're so beautiful. I just saw you in the gym and I just thought you're so beautiful and I just had to come and let you know.
Wow.
And I thought he was asking for directions or something. I was freshly engaged. I put my hand up straight away. I didn't really know how to react.
Yeah.
You don't
My
have to say
fiance
that.
was 20 metres behind and I'm just waiting for him to come to rescue me from this poor guy.
And
He
he's
was
a
just
big boy.
shooting a
He's
shot.
a big boy too.
So what did you
Do know-
say? Did you say, no, I'm taken? Or
Oh, I said, oh, thanks. And then he looked and he was like, oh, it looks like you're kind of busy right now. And I was like, yeah.
with my fiance. We're busy with my fiance, but thank you.
That's
have
really,
so
that's
much.
very flattering.
To have the confidence to do it, though. I could never have the balls to go up and just
Try it, mate.
Chase someone
What,
down
who
the street.
I don't know. Someone down the street today.
He's married.
Yeah, but
And
just
I'm
try it, see
married.
what it feels like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, awesome.
I mean, are you all right? Is everything okay with you?
We're on air, are we?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you just
What
suggested
does
that Fitzy go up to a hot girl and say, hey, you're hot, do you want a date? And then what if she said, yes, you go, only joking.
Only joking, mate.
Only
Doing
joking.
it for on air, mate.
Michael told me to do it.
Mike said so.
Just wanted to feel what it feels like
to be
sorry.
alive. Marty in Maroubra, what happened to you and your mates?
Oh, how's it going?
Yeah, good, mate.
This happened 30 years ago, and I was maybe 13, 14, and I was hanging around with some older boys that were 10 years older than me at Coogee, and we were just standing on the corner of the Coogee Bay Hotel, and these two girls were just walking across the road towards us, and one of them just walked up straight up to my mate and just started making out with him.
What?
And we were just like, what? And then she just stopped kissing him, and then they just crossed the road and went over to the beach, and they just kept on giving us the look back, and we were just looking at each other just going, what the hell has just
That
happened
never
here?
happens.
What time of the day was this, Marty?
This is probably like 10 a.m.
What?
Like,
And-
it was just...
and-
we were just blown away, and like the only thing that I could think of was that like he looked kind of like Mark Occhilupo, the surfer.
Yep.
Yeah, Occhi
And like,
was hot.
just because she was like stoked, like she was grinning from like ear to ear, and we were just like, "What is going on?" And that's probably the only reason that I could ever think of why that happened.
That's...
feel
it's
like it-
moment in time for Marty, isn't it? And Marty hasn't forgotten that.
No.
That's a while ago, but you don't forget it's something like that.
He'll never forget it.
No, it's a shame I look like Mick Malloy. I don't think many girls sort of try and kiss Mick on the street.
No, and also you're married.
That's the other point.
Yes.
Sorry, I keep
I
forgetting.
feel like if you're
More
listening
Guy
to this
Grossi.
and you think, oh, I'm a Guy Grossi. If you're listening to this and you think, maybe I should give it a go, I reckon a good sort of philosophy to adopt for this in terms of strike rate is imagine
What are the numbers?
that you've got all the money in the world and you're doing that thing that rich people do at auctions where they just bid.
Yep.
They just bid and they're not emotionally invested in anything. So every person that you see that's vaguely attractive to you, let's say there are 6 to you.
bid on them.
Yeah, you just bid. You just go, hey, what about a coffee? What about a coffee? What about a coffee? If you get it, like the house,
Great.
it's great. If it's not,
bonus.
doesn't matter. There'll always be another house.
Always bid.
Yeah,
That's
always
such a
bid.
good way forward.
Bid, just bid.
Natasha and Engelburn, do you do some bidding?
I did.
What happened?
I went into RM Williams in Westfield Tennis and gave the server, like the retail worker, my number, and 4 years later we got married.
Oh,
Wow.
my God. So how did you approach? Did you just say, I wanted to give you this and hand the number over?
Yes, that's exactly what I did. I said I came in the other day and I wanted to give you my number, and so I gave it, and then he got in touch with me and we went on a date, and
With the date,
Great.
because it was at a shopping centre, did you go to the food court and share a muffin break muffin? Did you get the top and he got the bottom?
We went to Centura.
Oh, great.
No, we'll
and
see.
you would have got 20% off RM Williams as well, I would assume.
Staff discount.
And the smell of leather. I mean, the environment, the smell of leather, it was just the perfect opportunity to do it, wasn't it?
Does it get you, does it, mate? The smell of leather.
Oh, mate, if you walked into an RM Williams
I
store,
know.
it's just magnificent.
We let Fitzy sniff the leather for a while.
Fits in Whipper with Kate Ritchie is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, download the Nova Player via the App Store or Google Play.
The Nova Player.